Merry, Merry Christmas from floatinggoatee.com. It was December 15th, 2003 that floatinggoatee.com officially launched to the masses. It all began with a short little documentary about our outdoor displays evolving over the years from 95 through 2003. Well, 5 years later, in this milestone year, we're glad to say floatinggoatee.com is still alive and well. And we are glad you're here to join us for this very special documentary. We're going to do something a little different this year when we look at our outdoor lights. And what is that? We're going to look at it in high definition. That's right, HD quality outdoor lights displays on tape. Exciting times here at floatinggoatee.com. And really, last year, as many of you know, we came in first place, and we were fortunate enough to make a couple of little changes and additions again this year to add to that display, and really it's a very exciting and fun time of year. Ultimately, we hope you will enjoy this documentary, as always, in this, the 5th year of floatinggoatee.com and Christmas documentaries.
Well, we're going to start, as always, with the overall display. Left to right, much more evenly distributed than ever before, as we moved some items over to the right and some to the left and center to go along with the new items we added this year. As we move ahead to the right side of the yard, the most underutilized area up until last year, we've got net lights this year in the crepe myrtle with a couple of snowflakes dangling below. Of course, the train is circling the crepe myrtle, and we moved a couple of little presents over so that they're actually visible and part of the display. Of course, the border, we moved 5 of the old-fashioned style lights, and of course the angel, which used to be in front of Santa, rounding out the right side. Seems like it took the power of high definition to finally show you appropriately what the falling snowflakes look like from the projector. And when we move to the center area, we've got the new big feature, the countdown clock. Snowman and a little penguin next to him, but obviously early in the season here, but counting down Christmas from the day to the hour to the minute to the second, all the way down to Christmas. Of course, Santa waving to the masses from the window. Don't forget the musical trees, the most popular part of the display. So let's take a listen. Never really got a chance to show the wreath up close and impersonal, but there it is, white and red lights, and of course part of the doorway, a little personal touch, if you understand my meaning. Of course, now we move to the area we call the main scene, where our Christmas tree on the indoors is shown, and everything sits in front of it. Obviously, the twinkling snowman is a piece of the puzzle, and he twinkles away in the 95, or shall I say 85 degree heat in Florida. Just kidding, it's not that hot, but it is. Obviously, the buck and the doe down in front was where it all began in 2003 as part of the main scene showing our Christmas tree, often overlooked, but a really beautiful part of the display. And of course, moving into the Arctic scene, you've got the penguin doing the ever-popular penguin dance next to his home, the igloo, with our polar bear guarding the perimeter. Obviously, as we scan to the front center part of the yard, we've got what Christmas is all about, the true meaning for this season, the birth of Christ, displayed prominently in the very middle of the yard in front of everything. Yet we must not overlook the personal touch of the year. The Kansas City Chiefs, Santa Claus. He's got the Chief helmet, the Chief football, and the Chief jersey. Perhaps the most personal touch I've ever done on the yard. And really, the internet is an amazing place to find things.
Well, that's the high-definition look at our new outdoor display. A couple of little differences and new additions this year. A little exciting twist to last year's first place house, but you know, all the lights and commercialism aside, once again, it's important to hammer home the fact that Christmas really is about the birth of Jesus Christ. So many people this day and age seem to want to ignore that fact, want to remove it from the equation, or remove Christmas from the equation entirely. But we just wanted to brighten everyone's spirits in these dark and troubling times, and really hope that you all will have a blessed year in 2009, and that God will make himself known to you in new and amazing ways. We just thank you so much for once again joining us this time. 5 years of floatinggoatee.com. We hope you'll have a very Merry Christmas and most joyous New Year. Hope to see you next year. Have a great Christmas.